The guy was proven through due process to be one of the most notorious drug dealers in the history of the world. And yet Trump pardons him, and he's not the only one. We mentioned all these other notorious drug dealers that he pardoned. And beyond that, close to 100 persons involved in the illegal drug trade. So we know that this, getting on the moral high horse of going after Maduro on the grounds of drug dealing is pure pretense. Has zero to do with what's going on in Venezuela. And I will tell you in 3 words what's really going on in Venezuela. And you know what those 3 words are going to be, Sam, right? Oil, oil, oil.
Yep. I mean, Trump even said it in his press conference. He's not even really trying to hide it, that it's about oil.
Yes. And remember, we've talked about this before on this show. When Trump was campaigning, he went to the big oil companies. He said, you finance my campaign, I'm going to let you do anything you want. This is a big payoff to the big oil companies for pouring so much money into the Trump campaign. It's, as Trump says, everything's a deal. And he made a deal with the big energy companies. Moreover, he says this is America's oil. Is that true?
I have no idea.
Absolutely not.
He was mentioning that the U.S. helped build the oil infrastructure in Venezuela.
They did build some oil infrastructure. It was expropriated. Some of it was, of course, compensated. Some of it's still in the courts. Sovereign nations have a right with compensation to appropriate infrastructure. So at minimum, he could say some of the infrastructure is ours. But none of the oil, zero of the oil is America's oil.
Gotcha.
That is a sovereign country,
right.
And the oil belongs to the people of Venezuela, not to American energy companies, not to Donald Trump. This is, just a blatant fabrication that it is our oil. But forget, the drug charges, forget everything else. This is what it's all about. Oil, 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 and an enormous payoff to his paymasters in the big energy companies.
I mean, it feels a lot like, Iraq, this idea that we have to go after this dictator and he's really bad. And there's no doubt that these guys are bad. There's no doubt that Saddam Hussein is bad.
There's a bad dictator
right.
around the world.
There's no doubt that Maduro is bad. No one's trying to argue that Maduro isn't bad. No one's trying to argue that Maduro is an illegitimate president, right? But it's like the way that America goes about this sort of regime change, it feels like the American people are just kind of sick of it. We're just kind of sick of being involved.
Trump said we were sick of it, right? And we should stop it.
And I think he resonated with a lot of Americans.
Yes.
I think a lot of Americans said, okay, yeah, there's bad people around the world. Should we constantly be involved in regime change and now running these countries? And Trump claimed in his press conference that it'll cost $0 because they're going to make so much money from the oil.
From stealing the oil,
that it'll offset the cost to the American taxpayer of running the country. Who knows if that's real or not.
Just like he claims foreign governments pay the tariffs.
Yeah.
Which is not true. The American companies pay the tariffs and pass it on to the American consumer.
Right. But I think just overall, Americans, yes, Maduro's bad. Saddam Hussein was bad, But again, it just seems like America's falling into the same traps it fell into in Iraq. And,
Afghanistan.
And the greed of oil is now back. We can't seem to escape this obsession with American leaders have on oil. And of course, that's just going to probably put us back generations in terms of fighting climate change. It's just a mess.
It is an absolute mess. Thanks for watching our video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and become a member today.